Hello and welcome to another video where I create some Knave characters using my method of randomization, using these hole puncher cutouts from various books from a thrift store. I'm playing what you see is what you get, so if it's got a helmet on the picture, it's got a helmet in the game. And then I think instead of just using the equipment pages of Knave, I'm going to use the picture and then also this equipment die this time. Maybe even monster dice? No, just this equipment die. I don't know yet. Let's see how this ends up. And I think this time I'm gonna take my jar of Lamentations of the Flame Princess pictures. They're from like early modern or Renaissance times and fit the usual setting for the Lamentations adventures. Of course you can just use Knave as a rule set, so I'm gonna do that. So this is not as medieval as Knave normally is, and that might make it interesting in some other way. This guy always ends up at the top. I'm gonna take it without looking. Okay. Interesting. It's a woman bound to a pole with a cross in her hands. That's a dark image, a dark theme, and that's perfect. That's why it's in the Lamentations box. So as always, I'm gonna glue it to the sheet. And obviously she's got a crucifix. Oh, crucifix, no, crisscross. Crucifix. What's it made of? What's the crucifix actually made of? Material. Let's see if it makes sense. Star sapphire. That's so weird. But it's not made of star sapphire, but it's got a star sapphire in the middle with. I can't write today, can I? With a star sapphire in the middle. And of course this is a holy symbol for games using that, and when it makes sense, if you meet undead for instance. Let's roll up some stats for her. Charisma, wisdom, and strength, actually. So she's strong. She knows how to make ranged attacks and living in the wilderness. And she's got charisma. She's persuasive. She's fast when doing initiative. You might want to convert that to dex maybe if you play another system. So that also means she can have companions, actually. Maybe I'll roll up a companion for her, actually. So she's being burned, or she was, because I guess now she's free. Maybe I'll see who freed this woman. That would be archetypes. 79. Silent headsman. I don't know what a headsman is. Oops! I wrote all the bonus stuff on this character sheet. Okay, my mistake. So maybe what I did for the other character just applies to this character instead. So she was the one actually seeing the crescent moon from this tarot deck where I pulled a nice card. This. She saw this crescent moon between two trees. And she had a dream about an evil wizard or some kind of evil magic going on. And that's why she's out to destroy magic. And that fits her, like her holiness, her holy status. She's religious and hates magic. Nice. And she was freed by... what was that again? Oh, I'm gonna add a mission. In just a second. It's not always easy finding stuff in the Knave book, unfortunately. Equipment, potions, magic, wizard names. This is bullshit. Where's the NPC? Where's my NPC chapter? Archetypes. I'm gonna roll it again because I forgot it. 15. Cruel count. Freed by the cruel count. Maybe he... what do you call it? When she was about to be executed, but then he said, no, don't execute her. What do you call that? Mercy. He had mercy with her. But as a condition, he gave her this mission. 3. To awaken a monster. Awaken monster. And her personal goal is to destroy magic. Okay, but she has to awaken this monster. Maybe it's a monster to help destroy magic. Maybe it's not in her own interest, it's just what she has to do to keep her alive. So that's interesting. Of course she needs some background or some careers. I think she was an acolyte or maybe a priest. Let's see. Poet, priest. I don't think they had female priests in the Middle Ages, so she's more like a monk or nun. Need some coffee. I think that's acolyte. Acolyte of like the main religion. So she's got candlestick, a censer, and incense. Okay, But maybe she was something else before that. 87. Shipwright. What's a shipwright? I don't know, and I don't want to spend time on Google Translate right now. So 16, a boatman. A boatwoman or whatever, boat person. So she's got a 10-foot pole. Perfect. Classic. She's got an instrument. And a paddle. Okay. So, she was a boatman, played instrument, sailed the seas, but then she turned religious. Maybe because she dreamed about this evil wizard or this evil magic and she needed to destroy that. So she joined the church, but somehow she ended up on the pole. And why did she do that? What did she do? I wanted to say she was in the possession of an item from this deck of relics, Umbra, from, what are they called again? I don't know. System neutral cards for fantasy role-playing games. I never used these, actually. It's the same company as Vermis, the Vermis books. So it's got all kinds of cool stuff. She had this mirror. Oh, maybe the mirror. I'm gonna take a random card. Oh, this weird ass mask. Okay. Or crown of reshaping. After the dream, she found the crown of reshaping. Found the crown of reshaping, was arrested, almost burned alive, but then she was freed by the cruel count and given the mission to awaken a monster. Let's see what this crown does. It's got a lot of text, and I think because it's system neutral, it's all diegetic, so it's not system talk. I'm just gonna read it. The calcified remains of a shapeshifter monarch ritualistically morphed into the crown of its successor. Whenever the crown is activated, it melts into the wearer's body for as long as its magic lasts. The crown's power can still be activated and used. While the crown is active, items worn by the wearer adapt to their current shape, and the wearer can at will cause any number of their body parts to stop being affected by any number of the crown's powers. When the crown's magic ends, the wearer returns to their original form. So, and then it has 3 powers, like disturbing flexibility. Thrice a day on command, the wearer's elasticity is improved for 2 hours. During this time, they can stretch or compress any number of their body parts at will. Each part can be stretched up to twice its size or compressed up to half its size. I think I'm just gonna scan this when I'm gonna scan the character sheet and scan and add it to this character. But I'm gonna write it onto the sheet. Crown of reshaping. And then she needs some gold. That's 9, that's 12. That's 120 gold coins. And not much else. Maybe she's got the rope, yeah. They allowed her to keep the rope. Okay, so that's another character using my hole puncher method. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.